What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 33 of our Madden 24 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode here on the channel. The Eagles, as you know, lost in round number 1 against the Rams. The Rams have come all the way up to the Super Bowl to take on the Baltimore Ravens. It is the 5 seed versus the 4 seed. I'll take a look here, take a look at the Pro Bowl. So you got Hurts, Purdy, Love, Barkley, Robinson, McCaffrey. Let's see, any Eagles right there. There's Devontae Smith, there's Goddard, Mulata, Dickerson, alright. We got Lane, okay, I like to see stuff like that. Josh Sweat, Jalen Carter, Hassan Reddick. We're doing good. Avonte Maddox, somehow, I don't know how Avonte Maddox, Kevin Byard. Jake Elliott, okay. So a lot of players are making it for the Eagles right now. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the AFC pretty much. The Rams have defeated the Baltimore Ravens, a final score of 31-21 here in the Super Bowl. It's their third Super Bowl victory. One with Warner, one with Stafford, now one with Caleb Williams. So is this a new dynasty forming out here in Los Angeles? You know, he played for USC. Now he's, you know, the Super Bowl MVP. He's the NFL MVP. I mean, I don't know what to expect right now coming from this Rams squad. But take a look at those who've retired. Let's see, we have Riley Reef, Justin Britt, Nick Foles, and Brandon Graham all have called it a career for the Eagles. That's a shame right there. I mean, probably weren't really bringing anyone back besides Brandon Graham. Maybe Nick Foles to be that QB2 just for like the namesake value. Alright, Marvin Jones Jr. retired. JPP retired. Alright, nothing. Janoris Jenkins, the Jackrabbit, he retired. Coming in here, you know, we struggled offensively. We did. So we're gonna scrap our offensive coordinator. We're gonna bring in Mike Tomlin. Yeah, Mike Tomlin, his Steelers finished in dead last. They were the worst team in the entirety of the NFL, and the Steelers canned them for it. We're also gonna bring in Dennis Allen as our defensive coordinator. The Saints canned him, so I mean, he's a defensive-minded head coach. Thought, okay, bring him in here. You know, he runs the same scheme. Hopefully we can get things to work. Players you need to re-sign: Byard, Gainwell, Rogers, Milton Williams, Avonte Fletch, Kavon, Pack Johnson, Job Fisher, Justin Pugh, Braden Mann. I mean, the easiest thing that we're going to do right now, we're going to accept just Jordan Davis option. Plain and simple, this is by far the easiest, no-brainer thing we could possibly do for this team. Just bring him back on a one-year deal. You know, bring him back for year 5. Plain and simple. There you go. Thank you. That's over and done with. Now, Kevin Byard, I think we're going to pass on him. Fletcher Cox, 74 overall superstar. I mean, 2-year deal. He's going to be a DT3 on this team. So, hey, Jordan Davis gets hurt. Jalen Carter gets hurt. All right, Big Fletch, you step in right now, big fella. That's what we're going to do with Fletcher Cox. Take a look at those who are on the free agent market right now. Wyatt Teller, I like Wyatt Teller right there at the right guard position. I didn't really care for our offensive line at points during the season. So I feel like if we're going to go for anyone, that's who we're going to be going for. Just to kind of plug a hole where we need a hole plugged, honestly. Alright, but here we go. Bobby Wagner, Chuba Hubbard, Jonah Williams, Kenny Gainwell, Lyle Collins. I mean, lots of good veteran names on this list right now. Not a lot of young players, not a lot of guys you can really build around for the long term. At least not in positions where we need them to be space. Like, I mean, Jordan Love was right there. Cool, we're not going to bring in Jordan Love. Like, why would we do that? Bunch of punters. I mean, tons of punters. We're actually going to bring in a punter. Ryan Stonehouse. Best punter on the market right now. 3 years, $3 million signing bonus right there. Yeah, plain and simple. Guy's the best punter on the market. Dude's got an absolute cannon of a leg. He's like 99 kick power, 97 kick power with a bunch of accuracy. Zach Wilson right here. We're actually overpaying for him by like a ton, so we actually are going to edit his contract later because I didn't realize how much I actually paid him to be our backup QB. But Zach Wilson, going to try and bring him in for his backup QB spot. And then Wyatt Teller, 30 years old, right guard. I mean, 86 overall superstar. I think he's got another 3 years before he starts to regress. Maybe another 2-3 years in him before he starts to regress. And there you go. He's going to be our number one go-get. Take a look here. Bayard went to, how was that? I don't know what team that was. Texans. DeAndre Hopkins still in the league. Russell Douglas is a Cardinal. Nico Collins. All right. Any big crazy signings right now? Stephon Gilmore goes to the Rams. Okay. Vontae Max goes to the Bears. Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's see, anything crazy right now? No, lots of running backs, lots of players that you Kenny Gainwell went to the Steelers, but Chuba Hubbard didn't sign anywhere. Milton Williams also went to the Steelers too. Okay, so Milton Williams is like a reverse Javon Hargrave, I guess, in that sense. Johnny Hecker's still available. Jordan Love went to the Jets to replace, I guess, Zach Wilson. I don't really know who their quarterback is up there. I really couldn't tell you. The first pick of the 2025 NFL draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to select someone, but apparently the draft glitched out here and it won't show the Steelers, which is really dumb. But the first pick, something Williams out of, I don't know, I think he's a defensive end right there. All right, they drafted a defensive end with the first overall draft pick. All right, hope it doesn't Myles Garrett it. All right. Tristan Lay, the right tackle out of Clemson, is going to go to the Patriots. Bold strategy. Let's see, we got Walker, the linebacker out of Georgia, going to go to the Cowboys. We have Weeks going to go to the Saints. Bears, who the Bears are going to be taking. They'll be taking Will Campbell, the left tackle out of LSU. All right, stand-up left tackle right there. All right, Drew Aller is going to go to the Seahawks. They're going to get their QB of the future, Drew Aller. Like to see that there. Now, who's coming here? We got Terry Justice, the right end out of Washington, going to go to the Vikings. Okay, like to see that. They like to see them making defensive moves. Kelvin Banks, the left tackle, is going to go to the Lions. Don't they have two good Don't they have two good tackles? Coach going to go with the DT out of USC. All right, Alexander Bear Alexander. Okay, I like that name. It's a tough name. Deshaun Nobles, the left end out of California, is going to go to the Cardinals. I feel that's a very Cardinals pick right there. Harold Perkins Jr., the middle linebacker at LSU, is going to go to Washington. All right, let's go Washington, making some linebacker picks right there. Travis Shaw, the defensive tackle out of North Carolina, is going to go to the Bucks. The Jets on the clock now. The Jets are going to be taking... Who are they taking right now? They're taking Joseph Brown out of Miami. All right, Joseph Brown, the defensive end out of Miami. Okay, hopefully he can do good up there. We have this left guard for the Browns. But the Eagles, before the Broncos can make their selection, they're going to swoop in there. They're going to make a trade offer. They're going to be going a first, a second, and the 2027 first for the 2025 first round pick. We're jumping up a few spots in this draft right here. There's a player that the Eagles want. And that player is going to be none other than Colorado's own Travis Hunter. Yeah, Prime Time's #1 recruit here outside of his own son, Travis Hunter, he's going to be a Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles trade 2 first-round picks and a second to trade up in the draft to get him. So hopefully he can be that corner one that the Eagles never really seem to have on their roster. So Nolan's going to go to Miami. Priestley's going to go to the Texans. Okay, Lynn Priestley. We have Burden going to go to the Titans. I mean, that's a burden on them, Luther Burden. All right, we're going to have Connor Wegman out of Texas A&M going to go to the Giants. Are they going to finally move on from Danny Derps? We have Wilson going to go to the Bengals out of Florida State. We have Stewart out of Texas A&M going to go to the Panthers. We have Johnson out of Michigan going to go to the Raiders. Chargers, they're going to be taking Oscar Delp out of Georgia. Okay. Oscar Delp, the Georgia tight end. J.J. McCarthy, the QB out of Michigan right there, going to the Packers. We're going to have Xavier, that guy out of Iowa, going to go to the Bills. Okay. Jordan Hancock out of Ohio State's going to go to the 49ers. So Niners, of course, try and chase the Eagles still. Tommy Brockermeyer out of TCU going to go to the Broncos. Okay, that's the Eagles pick right there, Brockermeyer. Judkins, the halfback out of Ole Miss, going to go to the Chiefs. It's a very strange pick for them to go running back in the first round. Sonny Styles, the safety out of Ohio State, is going to go to the Jaguars. Okay, Sonny Styles. We're going to have, let's see, that guy, the halfback out of Notre Dame, going to go to the Falcons. Why? Why are they taking a halfback in the first round? They have 3, number 1 running backs. Jake Johnson at Texas A&M going to go to the Ravens. All right. And, yeah, apparently we missed the last one. But Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon. Philadelphia's going to draft him with their 2nd-round draft pick, or their 3rd-round pick right now. He's actually slated to be a 1st-round pick in the 2024 draft, but we got him in the 2025 draft. Tom Griffith, the 27th pick here in this round. He's projected round 1 or 2, but normal dev right there. He's probably going to make some okay depth piece right there for Tom Griffith. It's our last pick actually for the entire draft. So we didn't do much in the draft. Let's see. Hunter gonna be 70, 80 overall. 80 overall for Travis Hunter. Okay, so not a bad starting cornerback right there. So I mean, we're gonna have what? Big play Slay, James Bradbury for the last year of his deal, and we're gonna have Travis Hunter being our corners 1, 2, and 3. And I mean, we're gonna have Keely Ringo being corner 4. And then we're going to have, Eli Ricks as corner 5. I mean, it's a pretty solid cornerback room right there. I mean, we lose Avonte Maddox, and we gain Travis Hunter. I think any team is going to want to do that right there. We also get Reed Blankenship now at, safety with Cindy Brown. 2 young safeties that the fans want to see. Kevin Byard, his ups and his downs. The fans never really got on the whole Kevin Byard hype train. And it's fine. He missed some plays here. He made some plays there. He wasn't really the player that the Eagles fans thought they were going to get. He was very much what he used to do, what he's done for me, not what he's going to do for me. That's kind of how that works. Frank Gore Jr. got drafted. We're not going to be trading for Frank Gore Jr. now. I don't like Frank Gore Jr. that much where I'm going to trade multiple draft picks to acquire him, like Will Shipley. Will Shipley, I feel like got overdrafted by the Chiefs, which is insane. And for the fact that I don't think we really hurt them that much on their depth chart wise, at least. But I mean, they went a running back 1st round. I don't see why. I don't know. I feel like they made out better trading Will Shipley than they would have not trading Will Shipley, in my opinion. Same thing, why did the Falcons draft a running back in the 1st round? They have Bijan, and they went running back 1st round, unless Bijan's going to be available. Sneaky trade right here. We're flipping Josh Sweat for Anton Winfield Jr. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna be flip-flopping right here. So defensive end, you kind of had a down year. Very big contract. We trading him for a safety. Take a look at our offensive line. Malata Dickerson, Jackson Powers, Teller, Johnson. Offensive line's great. Goddard, A.J. Brown, Swift, Hurts, and then Devontae Smith with Brendan Rice, as wide receiver 3. Winfield at free safety. Sidney Brown at strong safety. Trotter in the middle, Kobe Dean, and Reed Blankenship on either side of him. Big play Slay. Travis Hunter's are corners 1 and 2. Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Hassan Reddick. And then, yeah, I just kind of realized this now that Stonehouse isn't our starting punter, but we're going to fix that. It does happen, I promise. But next thing you should know, peace out, rock on, stay super classy. Catch you next episode here on the channel for our Eagles friends.